Welcome. It's another beautiful morning, and I am pleased to be speaking to you. I'm grateful that you are listening, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to address you via this means. Today, we shall be discussing a topic called consistency. Consistency, that means that you are regular at what you do on a good day, on a bad day, however it goes, you do the same thing. There is what Brian Tracy calls the law of accumulation, and that law states that everything counts. Going by that law, if you do whatever it is that you do consistently, then the effect is that it compounds, and that compound takes whatever form that you may manifest or however you apply yourself. So let me give an actual example. Take, for instance, you are a footballer. You practice free kicks, at least 20 shots every single day, 365 days. Perhaps you spare just 50 days in the 365. Say on Sundays you don't practice. May do one or two things, but you don't practice. But every single day you take 10 shots at goal, free kicks. By the end of that year, or by the end of that 365 days, even though you yourself may not be, and I doubt that would be the case, may not be able to appreciate what you are capable of, those around your skill will show itself. Your skill will show itself because you have been consistent. Now, how does this affect us politically? It affects us politically because of one, jobs. For us to have jobs, we need to win the election. We do need to win the election. For us to win the election, we have to be consistent in our narrative. But you may want to question my premise that for us to have jobs, we need to win the election. Of course, I can have a job without winning an election. You can have a job without any person or your favorite winning an election. But the issue is, how many persons will get this job and what is the quality of the job? Are the persons who are engaged underemployed, which is the case in most parts of this country, that those are employed are underemployed, so much so that their work hours seems like slavery to them. You have to enjoy your work or else it will be hell for you, considering the pay that comes with it. So one thing is certain, more people need more jobs, and in order for this to happen, we have to stay consistent with our political narrative. And what is the political narrative? It is your welfare. It is your security. It is your well-being as a person. Feel safe. Take your time to build your capacity as an individual. Whatever skill you can promote or whatever skill you can acquire that skill. Do not wait for the government. Stay consistent with that skill. At the same time, for your political participation, hold consistently to the narrative that your welfare and your security is of utmost interest and is the national issue, the main issue of any electoral cycle. You see, welfare and security are small matters. Not small matters, they are huge matters. We like to downplay it and call them small matters because the Constitution has written a small section for it in under Section 14, Chapter 2 of the CFRN 1999. However, there is more than meets the eyes. The welfare and security is hinged to the dignity of the human person. The dignity of the human person is one of the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution. In fact, it is one of the rights that admits no exception, one of the fundamental rights that admits no exception. The right to own landed property admits exceptions. The right to life admits exceptions when you are sentenced to death. And several other rights admits exceptions, but human dignity admits no derogation. Under no circumstance should a human being dignified. But it appears to be the policy, active policy of political actors. They use food, they dehumanize you. The very thing they are meant to make available to you is what is dangled in front of you to make you follow them to the paths that they choose. They are not your enemy. Your enemy is yourself, the one who cannot control himself, the one who has learned that there is a narrative but cannot stick to that narrative and be consistent with that narrative, the one who is easily distracted. If you go about looking for enemies outside, you will find as many enemies as there are people on this earth. But if you choose to address your issues, you will find that consistency requires no other person but yourself. And then you will realize that you are in charge of your destiny. When the options are slim, it is difficult to believe. That is why I pray that you stay consistent. Thank you.